What up, everybody? Welcome back. Right now, I'm going to tell you how I got introduced to opiates. It all started back in 2005. I was a front desk manager for a hotel in downtown Tucson. And around that time, my parents were going through a divorce. I'm an only child. Things got really weird at my parents' house. I was still living at their house. So towards the end of 2005, I moved out. I got a 2-bedroom condo. I was still living here in Tucson, still working downtown. Got a 2-bedroom condo. I got a dog. Life was good. Life was good, but I just wasn't the same mentally. For anybody that knows me knows I'm always happy. I'm positive. I'm chipper, especially at work. My job was to make sure all the guests are happy and that the front desk is doing everything they're supposed to do. Pretty easy. I have to be very personable. I got to leave my problems at the door, just like anywhere. That's expected of any job. And a good employee would do that. And I did for the most part, man. But my mental, my psyche, my attitude, my happiness was shot. I just wasn't the same, man. I try to, whenever I was checking out a guest, whenever I dealt with anybody, I try to make it a pleasant experience. The hotel wasn't in the best of condition, maintenance wise. So we all had to be, on our game just a little bit more, just to try and satisfy every need of the guest. And I was really good at doing that. So, as time went on, one of the employees at the hotel, I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say what department this person worked in, but him and I, we used to kick back after work, drink some beer, eat some pork rinds. We used to drink Keystone Light, and those things were smooth, man. So we'd get off about 11 o'clock, come to my condo, listen to music, just drink and eat some pork rinds, man. Talk some crap, talk about the day, just talk about life, man. And he knew I wasn't doing good. So one day at work, he introduced me to Vicodin. It was 5 milligram Watsons. And I really didn't ask too many questions, but ultimately he said, these will cheer you up. These will should get you out of the funk. And I don't know if he did that because he knew I had money and he knew he could make some cash off me, or if he was really concerned. Possibly it was both. That way I could fund both of our habits. Either way, that's ended up what happened. What ended up happening. And the first time that hit, I'd say about half hour, 45 minutes later, got all warm and fuzzy inside. Life was good. I was chipper again. I was kind of goofy, just putting on performance at the front desk with people. And life was good, dude. Life was good. So that became a daily occurrence. And, you know, one of those turned into two. I'd be hitting him up every day, trying to meet up with him before work, just to get my issue, you know, get my situation resolved, make sure I had a nice fat stack of those, and so I could enjoy my shift. And that's basically how I got introduced to opiates. And I really don't remember the first time I was in withdrawal. That I think my physical need for it was already happening, and I'd always try and meet other people, or people I think that would be in that position, you know, would be addicts or whatever. I'd always trying to see if they could get like a higher milligram, because just one of those wasn't doing it. I don't know why I did it, man. I think I was just, you know, just hopeless, man. You know, I didn't want to feel, I didn't like that feeling. I'm a real positive person. I'm a Virgo. I'm a thinker. And to me, having those negative thoughts was not good for me, man. It wasn't good for my guests. It wasn't good for my job. It wasn't good for my pockets, man. So yeah, man, I needed my fix before I went to work. I always got my fix before I went to work. If I never was able to cop my pills before work, my shift was 3 to 11. If I never copped before 3, I would make sure I do, regardless if I'm late. I was always pretty good, you know, good talker, thinking up with things to say on my feet. So, like, hey, running late, man, got car trouble, or I gotta take my mom to work because she has car trouble. So, yeah, I never went to work sick. It's not a good feeling. So that went on for about 2 years. I got a part-time job at a sushi restaurant because one of my friends was helping one of his friends open up a restaurant. So I learned how to make sushi. This was one of my best friends at that time. We met in high school. We both wrestled. We're on the wrestling team. He went to a certain high school. I went to a different one. So he got me a little side job. I did that for a year and a half while working at the hotel. The way I left the sushi restaurant was terrible, man. Total dirtbag move. Total dirtbag move. I was broke. I was all sucked up. Because, you know, when you're on opiates, you can't eat until you get high. And that was always my problem. The mornings were worse for me. I apologize for jumping around, but I haven't thought about this stuff in a long time. So I'll make another video as to how I left the sushi restaurant. Total dirtbag move, man. Total dirtbag move. It's crazy. One of the craziest things I ever did. It had to do with me stealing something. And the way I left the hotel I was working at had to do with me stealing something. So, ultimately I was on pills for about 2 years. And one day, my pill connect wasn't coming through. So I had another friend. I went to his house. And he called one of his boys And his homie said that he'd be by with some pills. I'm like, cool, so I'm kicking it. He was smoking something on foil. I was picking his brain. He said it's BT, black tar. So I was just picking his brain. He's like, yeah, ultimately it's just like pills, man. And I was hurting, man, at the time. I was physically sick from not having my pills. So I was like, you're telling me if I try that, my withdrawals will go away? And he was real reluctant for me to try it, man. I'm thinking now, if he was really reluctant for me to try it, he wouldn't be doing it in front of me. So, I don't know. I tried that. He set everything up for me. I threw him $10. And he just hooked me up. He brought out the foil, brought out the straw. He lit it. All I had to do was take it in. Just take it in. There goes my money. Anyway, man, I'll be getting into everything. The sushi restaurant, how I got fired from the hotel. Yeah, I got to get my day started. I'm at my storage right now pulling orders for eBay. I got to go home, ship those, and I got to get my day started. So, thank you for listening. If you made it this far. If you made it this far in the video, hit the prayer emoji. Drop 3 of those. Also, like and subscribe to my channel if you can. But like this video, man. I really want to help people, man. I was a life coach at a treatment center, working with young kids. That was cool. I'll tell you guys about that. But I guess a positive message for this video is, if you guys are dealing with anything personal, man, just talk to somebody. Try and get some professional help. Just realize what you're going through. Try and figure out if you played any part in the situation. Try and fix that if you can. If not, just talk it out, man. Call somebody. I have my email in my About Me section on here, so just email me. I will get a phone number so people could hit me up 24/7 if you ever need to talk. But yeah, thank you. Thanks for listening.